right, we are going to do just like a super quick like morning rise and shine or practice for like any day where you don't have a lot of time, but you want to get in your body and get your breath flowing and just open things up. So come to the front of your mat and find Tadasana. Sometimes nice to just lift your toes up for a moment, feel your feet rooting down, lift the kneecaps, lift the quads, draw the navel in and up, lift your heart, lift through the crown of your head, feel yourself breathing in and breathing out. And when we're doing a shorter practice, really want to try to tune into your breath as soon as you can. Look for that nice ocean sounding breath. And we'll begin. Inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, chest out. When you exhale, step it back to plank. Pause, plug the shoulders in, lift the navel up. Think about pulling your hands back towards your feet to lengthen your heart forward. Breathe. Take an inhale. When you exhale, go back to down dog. Give yourself a moment. You can pedal out your legs. You can take your feet wide if your back feels tight. Inhaling, press your hips back. Bottom of the exhale, walker float, feet to hands. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, step it back to plank and lower. Inhaling, coming into your back bend. And exhaling to down dog. Lots of breath. Inhaling, press your hips back. Bottom of the exhale, walker float. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, step it back and lower. Inhaling into your back bend. And exhaling to down dog. And breathe. Inhaling, hips press back. Bottom of the exhale, walker float. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. One more time. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, folding in. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, step it back and lower. Inhaling into your back bend and exhaling to down dog. Settle your gaze on one point. Try to get really curious about sensation. Feel your palms pressing, fingers spreading wide open. Nice line of energy from your fingertips to your hips and from your hips to your heels. Inhaling, press your hips back. Bottom of the exhale, walker flute. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Going to move into series seat. Inhaling, reach the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, left foot steps back, left knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend. Exhaling, down dog. Left foot forward, back knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, step to the front of your mat. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling, reach the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, right foot back, right knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend. Exhaling, down dog. Right foot forward, back knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, step to the front of your mat. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, folding in. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, left foot back, left knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend. Exhaling, down dog, left foot forward. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, step to the front of your mat. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, right foot back, right knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend. Exhaling, down dog. Right foot forward, back knee down. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, step to the front of your mat. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in, let your head hang. Inhaling, lengthen and rise. Exhaling, hands to prayer. Inhaling, sweep the arms up. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, left foot back, pause. Nice and easy, press the right leg straight. So you can always grab blocks to lift the floor up if you need to. Just a moment to kind of check in with your right hamstring. And I'm bending and straightening my legs, so moving into the lunge and then shifting back and kind of moving my hips back and forth just to be in a conversation with my right hamstring. If you're feeling comfortable, you might lift the ball of your right foot. And then on an inhale, lengthen your heart forward. And when you exhale, fold in. And inhaling, lengthen. Exhaling, fold 2. Inhaling, 3. Inhaling, 4. Inhaling, 5. We're going to pivot in with the right foot, walk the torso to the left. So you're in a wide stance, forward fold. Let your head hang. Try to keep equal weight across both feet. And you might even walk the hands through if you're feeling comfortable. Just keep the breath flowing. Okay, walk the hands back through if you took them back, and we're gonna spin up to the right heel and bend the left knee any amount. So you can be up high, you could have, blocks underneath your hands. It can be more sort of like the jig, right? Or you can be down low. And you might decide to stay here. So if this is intense, you can put a couple blocks underneath your butt and pause and breathe. Those of you who are feeling comfortable, we're going to head over to the right and back over to the left and over to the right and over to the left for 2, to the right, 3, to the right, 4, and to the right, and then 5. So Skandasana now, left leg is bent, right leg is straight. See how you feel. You can stay right where you are. If you feel comfortable, you can bring the hands to prayer. You can take the left arm to the left on the inside of the leg, right arm up. You can pivot the top arm and wrap it behind your back if you're feeling comfortable. Spine is long, right chest is wrapping open. Just keep the breath flowing. See how you feel. And those of you who feel really open in the hips, hamstrings, you might sit down, bring your right hand to your left ankle, take your left hand toward your outer right foot, and just feel that really nice side stretch on the left side. You might be feeling the QL area, breathing muscles there, your intercostals between the ribs. And draw the navel in. We're going to come on up and we're going to crawl back over to the right leg. Pivot in with your left foot. Take that left arm up and over, extended side angle. You can have your forearm on your thigh. You can have your hand on a block to the outside of your leg. Just go for a nice line of energy from the outer edge of your left foot through the fingertips. Breathe. Take that left arm up, follow it into reverse warrior as you inhale. And when you exhale, cartwheel the arms, step it into chaturanga. inhaling into your back bend, exhaling, down dog, left foot forward, pause, nice and easy. We're pressing the left leg straight and just kind of seeing now what the left hamstring has to say. Remember, you can be lifting the floor up with a couple blocks under your hands. You can be moving kind of back and forth into the lunge and into a pyramid pose. Maybe moving your hips around. Definitely one pointed focus on that left hamstring for a moment here. And some of you might lift the ball of your left foot. And if you did that, just release the foot to the mat. Inhaling, lengthen your heart forward. Exhaling, fold. Inhaling, 2. Inhaling, 3. Inhaling, 4. Inhaling, 5. So you might notice like a big difference from side to side. I'm definitely feeling more sensation on the left hamstring. We're going to pivot in with the left foot, walk the torso to the right, and just be in that wide stance forward fold once again. Let your head hang for a moment. So you have the option here of doing what you did on the first side. Maybe if you took the arms through, could be that that's not appropriate. Like you need the support of your hands, then they stay right where they are. If you're feeling tension across the chest and the shoulders, you can come up for a minute, take the arms out, clasp, and then fold back in. You could also be working with a strap. And you can stay here for several more breaths, but if you would like to get upside down for a moment and bring the hands to the mat, if you have a tripod headstand practice, you're welcome to move into that now. If you're having any neck issues today, of course, not the day for headstands. I'm staying in the wide straddle because it feels good. You're welcome to move into any variation. And then if you did go upside down, save some energy for the descent so you can lower with control. Same muscles you're going to use to eventually lift with control if you aren't doing that yet. And then lengthen your spine, and we're going to pivot the right toes out and take the left toes toward the sky. Remember, you can be up on blocks if you need to keep it a little bit higher. Otherwise, you can get low and feel it out. You might decide right now to like put a couple of blocks underneath your butt and pause here, only if it feels right. And head over to the left and back over to the right for 1. To the left, 2, to the left, 3, to the left, 4, to the left, 5, and hold. And you've got the hands down if you need them, or they can be in prayer. If they're in prayer, you're pressing your right tricep to the inner right leg. You can take the right arm to the right, left arm up. Nice long spine, right? Pivot the top arm, maybe wrap it behind your back if you can do that and keep the spine long. And for those of you who feel really comfortable in the hips and hamstrings, you might decide to sit down and bring your left hand to your right ankle and your right hand toward or to the outer left foot. Draw the navel in, come on up. We're going to crawl back to the left foot, pivot in with your right toes, and we're moving right into extended side angle. So the side angle is happening through the right leg, through the spine, through the top arm. Any variation. One point of focus, usually traditionally the right fingertips, the ones in the air, but if it bothers your neck, can turn your head and look at your bottom fingertips, left fingertips. And we're going to take the right arm up and follow it into reverse warrior. And then cartwheel the arms, spin up to the ball of the back foot, lean back, step forward. Inhaling, chest out. Exhaling, fold in. Separate your feet to the edges of your mat and just let your torso spill forward. You can bend your knees any amount. You can sway. The idea right now is like hopefully you have some good heat flowing through your body and free flow of breath and energy. And you can feel the strength in your legs and in your core. Just really let your torso go. Let your spine decompress. Let your head hang. Good. And then we're going to turn the heels in and the toes out and come into a squat. If squatting is hard, you can sit up on a block or two. You can roll up your mat, like if you're feeling it in the Achilles tendons or the ankles. If it feels like too much, just roll up your mat and put it underneath your heels. But try to bring your hands to prayer. And same as in Skandasana, you're pressing the inner legs gently open with the outer arms, with the triceps. So Malasana is a great pose if you're ever feeling like you're spinning. It's a good way to get grounded. Excuse me. And breathe. So you can stay on the squat, or you can play with Bakasana if you're feeling it. You're going to bring your hands down so they're shoulders distance apart. You can walk them back so you have some mat underneath your head. And then bring your heels together, climb the knees up onto the backs of the triceps, rock the weight forward. Your focal point is a foot in front of your hands right down the middle. Before you even try to lift your feet, you want to make sure your elbows are over your wrists. And if you want to, you can shoot the legs back and land in chaturanga. Inhaling into your back bend and exhaling to down dog. And go ahead and put your knees down, cross your ankles, roll over your feet. You might want to have your blocks handy. We're going to come into back bends here. So just give yourself a minute, see how you're feeling. We haven't really paused, so just kind of take it in. Hopefully you're staying really connected from moment to moment, really curious. And that's such a really powerful way to move through the day, is staying present and curious from moment to moment with first what's happening in here, so you can be accountable for the energy you're contributing, and then what is happening around me, and how can I best show up in this moment. So your feet are hip distance apart, your toes are pointing straight forward. If you would like to do a supported bridge pose, you can draw the navel in, lift the hips up, and slip the block underneath your sacrum. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you. and pause. If you're feeling energized and you want to be in an active bridge pose, you're clasping the hands underneath you. Keep breathing, whatever you're doing. And some of you, if you're feeling like really open, you might want to take the hands to the outsides of the ears, fingertips under the shoulders, inhaling to the crown of your head, and exhaling up. So we're just going to do the one. So, let me try to breathe in your back bends. I love it. When you're ready, come on down, and we're going to take the legs up. Imagine there's a thick rope dangling from the ceiling. Draw the navel down, lift the head and the shoulder blades up, and climb the rope. You keep going. I'm going to move the mic back. There we go. Okay, hug the knees in, and feel free to rock it out or make circles with your knees on the ceiling, going one way and then the other. And we're going to take the legs back up, clasp the hands underneath your head, and point your elbows straight up to the sky, but notice like my head and my hands are staying on the mat. Take an inhale with the tailbone down, exhaling, navel down, tailbone up 2 inches, and hold. Inhaling down, switch. Exhaling, lift and hold. You don't have to hold your breath. You're just holding the pose. Inhaling down, switch. Really exhale fully. Tailbone up, navel down. Inhaling down, switch. Exhaling. Inhaling down, switch. Exhaling. And last one, inhaling down, switch. Exhaling. And come into happy baby. Lengthen your tailbone toward the floor. Lengthen the back of your neck. And check in, maybe soften the shoulders, the face. And you can start to look for a longer out breath. So for most of class, we want even inhales and exhales, classically 5-second inhales, 5-second exhales. As you start to move towards Shavasana, which we are, you can go for more of like a 5-second inhale, 8-second exhale. Feel free to put your left foot flat now. So you're in a half happy baby on the right side. And if you feel comfortable, then you might want to extend that left leg forward. The longer out breath stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part that has to deal with the deep relaxation response. That's why 4-7-8 breathing is really calming. And if you extended the left leg, hug it in, thread the needle. So you're going to cross your right ankle over the left knee, and you can reach through and clasp behind the left hamstring if that feels good. You can also clasp across the shin, which is what I do, but you want to make sure it doesn't bother your knee. That's traditional. And if you wanted a little bit more, you could take this left leg that you're holding and shift it over to the left a few inches. And that might be plenty. Those of you who feel like you want or need more, you can wrap the forearms around the right calf and shin, and you can do that with your left leg bent or straight. So reclined pigeon. And any of you who are wanting a little bit more than that, even, you can take your right foot in both hands and bring it up to eye level. That feels like plenty for me today. You're welcome to move on if you want to. Just be really sure that you're not feeling sensation in your knee. You're feeling it in your right hip. And the glute a little bit is fine. Some people feel the hamstring here, but just not the knee. Okay, knee is a hinge, and your hip is a ball and socket. So the hip will rotate for you. The knee is only going to bend the one way. You don't want to be putting any pressure on it. Okay, back to happy baby. And I'm guessing you're going to feel like a difference between your right hip and your left right now. I do. So I'm going to straighten that out. I'm going to put your right foot flat for a minute. See how that half happy baby feels. And if you're feeling comfortable, you can always straighten the right leg. Breathe. And if you extended the right leg, hug it back in and thread the needle. And so remember, you can clasp behind the right hamstring if you have any knee issues. If it doesn't feel good, to clasp across your shin. Flex your left foot. See how this feels. And if you feel like you'd like a little more sensation in that left hip, you can shift this right leg that you're holding over to the right. And I always like when I'm surprised by something, because then I know I'm like paying attention, and definitely surprised by the amount of sensation in my left hip right now. You can, if you're feeling comfortable, wrap the forearms around the left calf and shin. You can do that with your right leg bent, or you can extend. And I'm just paying attention, making sure like this is a good sensation that I'm feeling. some of you might want a little bit more. You take your left foot in both hands and bring it up to eye level, or you can move beyond if that feels right, but it's definitely my edge today. Oh my goodness. Come back to happy baby. I'm hoping that your hips feel pretty even. And we're going to go into a wide straddle. So if the hamstrings feel on the tighter side today, you can always bring your arms underneath you and have your hands on your inner thighs for support. You can keep your knees bent. You can bring your hands to the outer calf muscles and kind of use your arms as like kickstands. You can reach out and hook the big toes with your peace fingers. And some of you, if you're feeling super open, you might bring your hands to the inner arches of your feet. And then we're going to hug the knees in and drop the knees to the right and kind of scoot the bottom hip underneath you. Open that left arm to the left. Breathe into the twist. And take an inhale. And when you exhale, come back to center. Take an inhale there. And when you exhale, switch sides, scoot the bottom hip underneath you and breathe. So just a little note, when you're in a twist, you want to keep the sacrum level here, right? And ideally the twist is happening in that mid-thoracic and thoracic spine where like cobra and up dog happen. So hopefully that's helpful. And take an inhale. And when you exhale, come back to center and just set yourself up for Shavasana. If you need anything, like, I don't know, something to put over your eyes, or if you need to put socks on your feet, or just anything that's going to help you really kind of allow all of that good energy and breathing to just like settle in to your body. And then let go of the breath and really just allow your body to rest and absorb. Even, just for a few minutes here, please do rest. I'm going to leave you in Shavasana. I hope that you're feeling, a lot better than you were when we started, just really present and grounded and breathing and in your body and quiet mind, open heart. All the good stuff. And I hope you can take that presence and curiosity, attention from moment to moment into the rest of your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.